What's your best advice for new drivers? Don't drive distracted. Always suggest new motorcycle riders ride like everyone is actively trying to kill them. Use your goddamn turn signal. Drive as if everyone else is an idiot. Because they are. If you have the right of way, use it. Follow right of way. Never be polite. Being what you think is polite causes confusion and accidents. Always take your right of way. That's why rights of way exist. Indicate! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Learn how to track a 2-second or 4-second following distance. And use that skill whenever possible. Inadequate following distance is a reason for many accidents. And the following driver is presumed to be at fault. The rare times you aren't at fault, it would take a good Samaritan from another vehicle who volunteers to be your witness to vouch for you. Just making this one thing a habit will likely save you thousands of dollars in insurance and co-payments. You could die at any moment. But most of all, you could kill anyone at any moment. Pay attention. Do not react to bad drivers, i.e., flip 'em off, cut 'em off on purpose, etc. Because you never know who is behind that wheel and how they will react. Too many road rage murder stories and it's not worth it, IMO. Don't be polite. Be predictable. The only meaning of seeing a turn signal is that the turn signal works. Everyone else on the road is 1 second from killing you. Always know your outs. It is better to arrive 5 minutes late than never arrive at all. Excessive speed kills. Be predictable. For the love of God, please stop texting and driving. Recently lost a friend to a horrible accident because of this. Be predictable, not polite. You are in control of the car. Not the guy tailgating you in the right lane because he's mad you're doing the speed limit. Not the guy honking because he's mad that you won't pull forward onto train tracks. You don't have to do anything you don't feel comfortable with, even if another driver gets mad at you about it. And stay out of the left lane unless you are actively passing or about to take a left exit, left turn. Turn off your phone while driving so you never ever even have the thought to quickly look at it. And also never ever drink alcohol if you know you have to drive that day. Don't hit anyone, always check your blind spot. I just want to thank everyone in advance. I'm currently working on getting my license and I appreciate everyone's advice. Keep up with the speed of traffic even if that means going over the limit. You make yourself into a hazard if you make yourself an obstruction. Also, don't be polite and let others go when you have the right of way. Just fucking go. Even if you have the green light. Look both ways. Just because you're following the rules doesn't mean someone else is. If you're driving at night and someone's headlights are blinding you, focus on the white line on the side of the road to help you stay in your lane. Don't panic and slam your brakes when you inevitably get blinded by a lifted truck with headlights that contain the power of the sun. If you're turning left and the light is green, you can pull into the intersection. When it turns red, you are allowed to complete your turn. It's called clearing the intersection. Just keep an eye out for people running red lights. A good way to tell if someone is slowing down is by watching their tires. Always scan the road. Don't get tunnel vision. Don't stop or swerve for birds or squirrels in the road. They are good at getting out of the way. Stopping and swerving just makes you risk caught an accident. Never let the passenger touch your radio without permission. Driver gets full control over the tunes. Always assume your drivers are complete idiots. When driving down a narrow road with parked cars, A small child or animal can run out at any moment and ruin your life while simultaneously ending theirs. Look ahead. So many drivers don't pay attention past the rear bumper of the car in front of them. And it's a terrible habit. I try to focus as far ahead of me as possible. You will still see what's happening right in front of you. But you also see things that are happening ahead and have time to react safely. It's saved me from plenty of potential accidents on the road and the racetrack. Get insurance. And make sure you understand it. It's too late to get it once you need it. Make sure you're covered for what you actually need. Don't use your phone. Don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs and drive. Wear a seatbelt. These laws are here for a reason. Once you crash, you're not coming back from it. If you're panicking about traffic, try to ignore all the other cars and focus on the ones immediately around you. It's not a million cars on the road. It's you and like 6 others. Make sure there's enough space between you and the others. Be predictable. Indicate early. If you're about to miss a turn, don't swerve for it, just continue on and circle back later. If you're driving on country roads, you can use the trees to see where the road goes. This can be handy going over a blind hill. Speaking of blind, assume every blind hill or corner has a stopped car on the other side. Also, if you need to do a U-turn, assume there's a speeding car coming towards you. Will they have enough time to see you and stop? Basically, if you do it all right, you'll likely be okay. But if you do it wrong, it can go very wrong. Thankfully, modern cars are very safe. And we don't want you to panic on the road. Just make sure you take it seriously. It's not a game, even if some older people treat it like it is. It requires your respect.